The slice serve is a critical serve to master for all higher level players because it's a great alternative to the flat serve when you're hitting your first serve. You can hit the slice serve very hard, but you also put side spin on the ball, so the ball is going to hook in the air, it's going to bounce and continue to skid, so it makes it more difficult in a way to hit than the flat serve because there's some movement there when it's coming when your opponent's trying to return it. The way you hit the slice serve is to brush across the tennis ball. Again, you're trying to put side spin on it as opposed to hitting through the ball, slapping the ball on the flat serve. The first difference between the slice serve and the flat serve is the location of the toss. The mechanics of the toss are the same. Hold the ball in your fingers, etc. If you're a little hazy on those details, I suggest you go review the fundamental section of the serve. But the difference is the location of the toss. What you're trying to do is put the toss a little bit further to the side, not much, just a little bit, so you can swing across the ball as opposed to through it. So what that means for a lefty such as myself, I'm going to put the ball a little bit further to my left, and for all you righties out there, the toss is going to be a little bit further to your right. Behind me, we've got my flat serve and my slice serve split screened. And if we play these two clips, what you'll notice is that I place the toss a little bit further to my left on my slice serve so that if we freeze the two serves at contact, what you'll notice is that I'm making contact on my slice serve further to my left than I am on my flat serve. The distance into the court that I've tossed the ball is pretty much the same because, again, you do go after your slice serve, but you need to put it a little bit further to the left so you can come across it and generate that side spin. The second key difference between the flat serve and the slice serve is the direction that you swing and pronate when you hit the ball. For the flat serve, you're trying to come straight through the ball, slap it, but on the slice serve, you want to swing across the ball and generate that side spin that's going to cause the ball to hook and skid when it bounces. Now, in these serves behind me, I've got my flat serve to my right and my slice serve to my left split screen. I'm serving to the ad court. And what you'll notice is that as I begin to swing up at the tennis ball, let's freeze it when I get to the L position during my swing, and you'll notice that my rackets are pointing in different directions. On my flat serve, my racket is pretty much pointing at the ad court because when I hit, I'm just going to come straight through it, slap it, and so because of that, I'm just going to be swinging in the direction that the ball goes. But on my slice serve, again, now it looks like my racket is facing more towards the deuce court because I'm going to come across the tennis ball and generate that side spin. If we continue to play these forward and then freeze them at contact, the other key thing that you will notice is that despite the fact that I'm swinging in different directions, my strings are facing the same direction at contact, and that's key. What generates spin on the tennis ball is the direction that my strings move across the ball at contact, not the direction my strings are facing at contact. So if we rewind these two clips back to the L position, what I've done to get my strings facing the same direction at contact is time my pronation a little bit differently. The final thing I want to do is clarify the relationship between your toss location and your swing direction. Why do I want to put the ball further to my side when I'm hitting a slice serve as opposed to a flat serve or a kick serve? If you toss the ball like you were trying to hit a flat serve, you could swing across the ball if you wanted to, but just based on the way your arm, shoulder, and body is built, you can't swing across the ball as aggressively as if you had tossed it further to your side. So that's why you want the toss further off to your side. You can attack the ball more aggressively, get more side spin with that toss location than you otherwise would if you were trying to toss it for a flat serve or a kick serve. The final difference between the slice serve and the flat serve is the follow-through. Because you were swinging in a different direction prior to and at contact, your arm's going to move in a different direction when you follow through. Behind me, we've got my flat serve to my right and my slice serve to my left. And from contact, as I follow through, if we freeze it into my follow-through, you'll notice that my arm is pointing in different directions. On the flat serve, my arm is essentially pointing towards the ad court where I was hitting my flat serve. But on the slice serve, my arm looks kind of like it's facing the deuce court, again because I had swung in a different direction when I was hitting my slice serve. If we now go to a different view, this is from behind, from contact, what you'll again see is that into the follow-through, I'm following through in a different direction. On the flat serve, to my right again, it's more towards the direction I'm hitting the ball, the ad court. But then on the slice serve, I'm following through more to my left, again, kind of like I'm following through into the deuce court, even though I'm hitting to the ad court. So what ends up happening, practically speaking, on the flat serve, I would follow through at the camera if that was the direction I was hitting. But on the slice serve, it would be more to the side. You'd get more space in between your arm and your body when you follow through.